And we do the Pledge of Allegiance? Okay.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Morning, Anita. Morning, Anita.
Morning.
Are we in compliance with FOIA?
It was posted, and yes, we're in compliance with FOIA.
Okay. Need approval of the minutes from the September 23rd meeting. Anybody, any comments on that?
Second?
All in favor? Aye. Okay, so moved. Okay, now it's time for discussion and recommendations of the grant awards.
We all have to remember to speak into the mic because it's on TV.
Got it. Thank you. Okay, so let's start with the Art Center of Coastal Carolina. Who's keeping track of the recommendations? Allison, thank you. I'll try to do a side schedule here too, if I can.
Jamal was our lead person on this, so you did the hard work on it, didn't you?
Yeah.
You did this one?
What's that?
You did this one?
Yes. Yes. I'm just pulling up my notes. Hold on.
And Ken and Anita, just so you know, this thing in front of you shows what each entity has received from 2020 on in ATEX funds. It's best to put it at 11:30 at night.
Give me one more moment here while I pull up
Sure.
the Dropbox too.
The amount. I hope somebody read this one.
I didn't mean to put that all on you. If you want to have a discussion about it before you go back and find it, I'm happy to do it.
Oh, go ahead. Yeah, please jump in.
Good. The Art Center's been a successful portion of our community for a long period of time. They've done a number of things that are worthwhile. I suspect most of the people they attract are at Hilton Head. They've applied for funding from Hilton Head. They've asked for $20,000 this year. They asked for it last year. I'm okay with the $20,000 number.
No, they've requested 40.
They requested
it
40,
says.
I thought.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I'm
We
okay
gave
with
them
staying
20.
I'm okay with staying at 20.
Sorry.
That's all right. I had eye surgery, so I got till my new glasses come in. It's a little hard for me. to
Okay, we'll forgive you. It's okay.
see the size of that.
I know, look at this.
So I'm comfortable with staying where we were at 20. I don't know how anybody else feels.
That's the Art Center of the Coastal Carolina?
I'm just going down the list we had before.
Okay.
Not the new pass out today.
I don't know who read this one, but they're asking for double, and I would ask, why do they need double?
I would ask a question, why do you need double and what has changed?
Well, there's a couple of
And,
things that I want to get to. As long as we're asking those sorts of questions, just want to get to it. The amount of money that are generated by ATAX in the county has increased dramatically. It has increased because we're having more people come and stay in more facilities. And as you know, a significant portion of those comes from northern Beaufort County, with Fripp Island being the largest single generator. So if things are getting bigger and it's costing more, it's doing things, I don't think we ought to just automatically assume that we're maintaining the status quo we were at last year or 5 years ago, because things do change. I don't find it offensive if somebody asks us, because they may change their wording, they may change their scope. I recall when the film festival started, it was on February 14th, and nobody liked it in the hotel business because the hotels were full. They moved, and now it has become, I think, a 7-day or 10-day festival, and any events, they attract people, and they're well regarded all over the world, and they have people from 30 or 40 countries coming. So that is an example of something that has been changed. So in addition to looking at the math, we need to look at the underlying explanations, in my opinion.
Well, we need to look at their financials. They have 447,000 from Hilton Head. Somebody look at their budget. What's the 40,000 for? Somebody was supposed to investigate that.
Marketing.
Well, specifically what? Why did it double from 20 to 40? There's my question.
Happy for someone to respond to that, but I'm comfortable recommending 20.
Anybody else have thoughts on this?
I don't know who read the marketing strategies. All this is for marketing?
Well, the dilemma you have with an organization like this one is it's difficult to tell how much money is being spent from Hilton Head's portion for marketing, how much has been spent for the counties. These have always been problems, and so until we can get an opportunity to consolidate those things, we can just, look at what they're doing, their marketing, and the results have been accorded to it. So that's why I'm not suggesting doubling it. That's why I'm suggesting leaving it at 20.
That seems logical to me.
And just to put a little bit in, marketing is very, very, very expensive.
And it's more expensive than it was last year.
Yes.
It's gone up.
I'll go with that.
So someone has to make a motion.
Motion to recommend 20,000.
Second.
Favor?
All in favor? Sorry.
There is that little part.
I'll get used to it. Okay. The next is the Beaufort Area Hospitality Association, Baja.
Actually, the next
They
is
requested.
Okay, this one?
Carolina Bites.
Oh, I was going through this list. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, I was on this one.
Third sanctuary.
Which schedule? Switch it up here. This is the schedule. Might be my last.
Things in order. Looking at better.
Recused here because I'm on the board and a donor.
Okay, so Carolina Bright Sanctuary Incorporated requesting $40,000. They received $36,200 on the last cycle.
Anita, this was yours.
So, well, you got it. Got to get it out in order.
This one right here, the Carolina Bright Sanctuary.
Different sheet. Oh, I see now. Oh, yeah. Gotcha.
I did the same thing.
So,
Right there, that one.
oh, okay.
That's what they said. That's how many attended.
Let's see on this sheet here, what their recommendation.
Some of the background here from my recollection is
This is
that,
not a good return.
Yeah, that,
what's that?
No, I said they noted they had 416 people last year.
Right.
Oh, who had this one?
I did.
Okay.
This is part of attracting the, tourism through birding, right, which is growing, and the county's got a kind of some unique opportunities with, right?
Yes, and I can only see it getting larger as we continue to market it, to bring in a new avenue, stream of income coming into our community. So I'm in agreement with the recommendation given. For me, the 36 stores.
So, their request this year is 40. It was 36.2 last year. I think the request might have been 40 last year, but we carved out, there was a piece of it that we thought maybe didn't make sense, so we carved that out.
What were the numbers coming?
Yeah, they had about 400-something people last year. So I recommend giving them what they got last year. That would be my recommendation.
Did we look that it's all for marketing? Did somebody dig into that? What's it for? And is it applicable to the statute?
Yeah, because I think, a lot of times I think we get stuck with just marketing, but if the organizations doesn't have some of the funding to actually produce what they're trying to do to market, then I think, and all of that's part of the statute, it doesn't have to just be marketing. And what we've been doing is sort of just very narrow into marketing. So they meet all of those criteria.
Well, that's what I'm asking. They meet the
Yes.
criteria of the ordinance. That's what you're
Yes.
looking for.
Yes. Yes.
Is validating that it's all for marketing, which is what it states in the application. So you're recommending that we award the same amount as last year?
Someone has to make a motion.
So moved.
All in favor?
So what is the amount she's recommending? That should be in the motion.
36,200, that's what we gave them last year.
That motion was seconded? Okay, all in favor? Aye.
He's recused.
Got it. Okay. Next is the Hilton Head Symphony Orchestra. I'm actually going to recuse myself from this since they're asking for funds to host an event on FRIP.
Either this was you.
Yep. Well, I recommend the 25,000 that they requested, because again, this is one of the things we challenged them last year, was to bring an event over on this side of the Broad. And that's what they're attempting to do, again, to bring more tourists to this area for.
I support that recommendation, and there will be someone who may raise the issue that FRIP is a private community. But since FRIP generates most of the ATAX on the northern portion of the county, it's fairly clear that the people that are staying there are not people who are just residents. They're people who are renting just like they'd be renting a room in a hotel. So while it may have a gate to limit it, I view that gate a little like I would view the check-in gate at a hotel or something else to provide some of that. Now, the question I would ask is, do we know if this is going to be open to the public to attend this from
Yeah.
outside the community?
Yeah.
That was one of the things I thought he mentioned when he said that it would be open.
Back here, I don't know.
He's
if we
sitting
can-
right here.
Okay, yes, I remember him saying that.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Ken, will you open the gate for the people?
Well, it would certainly be open to anybody who's staying there.
He's recused himself, he can't
He
participate in
can't
the discussion.
participate.
Yeah.
And I would like to make the point at this time that keep a list of what you recused yourself so you can fill out the
You got it,
interest
right.
form and give the reason for your recusal on.
I filled it out at the first meeting, be happy to do it at the second.
And mine too.
Where was the, you were doing something in Beaufort unincorporated this year. Where did that happen?
No,
That was a condition we gave money last year. I'm asking him.
No, right, this, right.
we offered 10,000 to try to do something north of the Broad last year.
Right.
It didn't happen, so that receipt will not be coming in.
So they won't
This
get
is where
that.
one has been arranged, and I understand there's private sponsorship for what you're doing as well as what we're trying to do.
Yeah.
So, I make it, Anita, if you made a motion, I second it.
What was the motion?
I
You have to speak
recommend-
so they can hear you
Yeah.
too.
I make the motion for the 25,000 for the Hilton Head. I'm trying to see. I mean, 28,000, I'm sorry, for the concert over on Fripp Island.
I second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Just to clear, it's not only for Fripp Island. They don't have to spend 28,000 to go to Fripp Island, correct? The question is, the 28,000 is not only to do Fripp Island, it's to support your marketing and everything else.
Well, it's marketing for the Fripp Island.
Okay.
It has to be used for the purposes requested in the application
I know.
and for what the committee approves it for.
So she's specifying 28,000 for marketing for Fripp Island concert.
It's for,
didn't
for
specify.
marketing. Right, it's marketing and all the other expenses that's connected to actually
Fripp Island.
Fripp Island.
Right.
Glad you're doing stuff north of the Broad. That's helpful to expand opportunities.
Oh, all right. The next is Memory Matters. This is related to a 5K run. It's a new applicant, I believe. No award for the previous 2 years. It's while it's a great cause, it's a relatively small event, I believe. With, the application stated that about 20% of the participants come from outside of 50 miles, so that would be deemed tourists. If you do the math on what that 20% equals from the overall participants, it's like 40 people coming from outside of 50 miles.
Do we know where they're going to have this 5K race?
In Hilton Head. Yeah, it's
On Hilton Head.
yeah.
Yep.
It's on the beach in Hilton Head.
It's for advertising and T-shirts. Yes.
I don't agree with that. I gotta say no.
Is that a motion?
I move that we reject this application for, it's not in line with our plan for a tax, accommodation taxes money. I don't know if I said that right or not. Discussion?
And what part's not in line is the geography of the event and the number of participants?
Geography, and Hilton has its own tax funding to do something like that, and we're not going to buy T-shirts, are we?
Well,
I
I'd
need a
like
second
to,
to the motion before you can discuss it.
No, okay, no one seconded
I'd
yet.
like to ask you to modify your motion to say that this is not an event we're going to be funding because
Okay.
it does not put heads in beds and meet
Okay,
the
then.
criteria of the organism.
Okay.
Of the committee.
Okay, this is not an event that we'll be funding because it does not put head in bed in Beaufort.
Second that motion.
Okay.
All in favor? Aye. Okay. Okay, the Friends of Hunting Island State Park. This is for repairs of their lens on the lighthouse they took us through.
Chairman, I've always been a little concerned about this Hunting Island stuff. Do the people that stay in the campgrounds on Hunting Islands pay a tax?
No, I don't think so.
Anybody know? Okay. Hunting Island is the most popular park in the state system, and it's been used to fund other parks that are less popular over the years. There have been cabins there for many years that used to be very popular, but they were destroyed in a storm, so they're gone. I think the repair of this lens is probably valuable, but I don't think the 2% pot of money that we're looking at here is the place to do it. I think maybe other capital expenditures may be useful, but I don't think this is the right place. This is just my personal opinion.
I agree.
I would make a motion, we recommend they apply for funding under the 3% local aid tax pot if they choose. And I would also make a request, well, that's my motion. After that, my request is going to be let us know for a fact how much ATAX was collected on Hunting Island last year.
Is there a second to that?
Second.
I would just point out that the local 3% ATAX has the same eligibility criteria for expending the funds.
Right.
Okay. So the motion is to not award a grant for the reasons that you stated. All in favor? Aye. Okay. Okay. Next is the Friends of Spanish Moss Trail.
That was mine. And after reading the application for a tax accommodation, I'm requesting the 20,000 be allocated for this.
How much did they request?
36,
36-3.
3. Because I looked at the numbers and 100,000 people coming in And if you'll bring in my car passing by to get 100,000, something like that, but I think I'm looking at 20,000 for marketing.
Like what the Spanish Moss Trail does for the visitors who are here. I think people come because of it.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I can justify the 36,000, but I didn't come back to
Yeah.
20 on it either.
Yeah.
I don't know how anybody else feels.
We need a second on the motion.
Second.
Yeah, you need to make a motion and a second, then discuss. So somebody makes a motion, whose was this?
Mine.
Okay, make a motion, how much you think the committee should consider?
I'm making a motion that the Spanish Moss Trail be allocated $20,000 for marketing purpose for this project.
Okay, now we need a second, if there is.
Get it over here.
Oh, we need a second? Okay, now discuss.
Is the request purely for marketing?
It says updating marketing.
Updating, so is they updating marketing, it says, for detail of expenses of the marketing, about detail marketing, and that's why I said 20,000. I didn't see. And what I'm seeing is a
Teresa, if
lot,
you were
it's not, everything is embedded into the, it's not like out there that you can reach it. It's embedded into the vocabulary, into the text.
I'm just suggesting if you were trying to change what they applied for, just to limit it, that's okay. If you're just saying we're giving them that for
No,
what they applied for.
I'm just saying 20,000.
I know, but when you said marketing, if they had said other stuff, I
Oh.
was just asking if you were trying to specify or change that.
No, I'm just saying that 20,000 would be allocated for marketing.
As they've requested. in
As
their
requested, yes, as requested.
Okay. And last year they got how much?
50,000
50,000.
altogether.
Yeah,
I think that was for multiple projects last year, right?
Was.
yeah. Building and everything else, helping building the trail.
Okay, so we have a motion and a second. All in favor? Aye. Thank you. Okay, the Greater Beaufort Port Royal CVB. Okay,
I move that we give them the whole 195,000.
Okay.
I agree. Make a motion?
The motion,
that was a motion, right?
I seconded it.
And you second it?
Okay.
any
Okay.
discussion on that?
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Okay. Next is Long Cove Golf Club.
Yeah, this is for their Darius Rucker Collegiate Tournament, which they invite various colleges to come in and participate in that golf tournament. It's a rare, sort of an odd thing, because you got this celebrity thing attached to it and the rest of this in its own Hilton Head. And, I don't know that I can tell you how much of the people stay off the island and how much they don't, but I can tell you that the bringing in those universities usually includes bringing in their parents and their grandparents and their uncles and their aunts and all of those sort of folks. So I recommend we give them what they ask for, which I'm trying to read in this small print.
16.5.
Oh, they say they book at the Sinesta Resort and the Omni, those are their partners. Those are on the
I
island.
know those are her focus ones. That's why I'm saying that.
Yep.
We got a motion, we need a second.
Second.
No discussion? Okay.
All in favor?
What was the motion?
15.5 granted as requested.
It's, yeah, 60.
Okay. Pat Conroy literally sent, can't say it.
Lewison.
You got it. Mr. Green?
This one was mine. We don't really have any past history to go by. Is that correct?
I don't know of any.
Asking for a lot, but no way to solidify what. For everyone that knows Pat Conroy and what he's done for the area, I think that we can agree that any event that the center, he doesn't do anything now, right? but anything that the center would do in remembering of him. And he does also, the event will also support some other areas such as the visiting of Penn Center, which I would recommend that we give the 12 and track it.
A second.
All in favor?
No,
Oh, discussion?
discussion?
Sorry.
Yeah. On the marking, I see THD. What does that mean? THD, what does that mean? There's no money, there's no value there.
It also, I wrote 8,000 for marketing. I don't
On
know
you?
what the other 4,000 is for. And they anticipate 100 people, 25% greater than 50 miles.
Okay, here's the scenario as I see it. The Pat Conroy Literary Center's been around for about 15 years. It changes. The longtime chair, Jane Upshaw, had to leave. The new chair and the new development officer are people who are out of Charleston but are active here. They're now trying to have more festivals begin to reach out. Pat Conroy is a distinctive presence in American literature, and he's a distinctive voice for the area in which we operate. And for those reasons, I'd like to see us encourage them to get this off. They are an existing organization, and what they have been doing over the years under the previous leadership is going around and holding sessions at the various portions of the county, plus other areas in Walterboro and Yamasee and Charleston and in Savannah. Beginning to have the March 4th concert, March 4th events and the other things they're trying to do will be useful. So I'd like to encourage them. Whether you want to give them the whole amount or not, I don't know, but I'm pleased to see them moving because Conroy is a draw, and we need to let people know this is his hometown and the place he wrote about.
I can, and my part is that I can just see it growing, and the 4th represents his death, the day that he died. And so I think it's something that we can see expanding to bring in even more tourists to this area, because he is, if somebody hears Pat Conroy when we're traveling, they've heard of him, and the fact that he's from Beaufort puts a little sparkle in their eyes.
Steve, what was the other 4,000 for? 8,000 marketing, what's the other for? I don't have it in front of me. I mean, is it a qualified expense? That's my question.
I think all of it
It is.
would be his arts and culture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to see what it's for. It's a third of it or something.
That question is still for me.
Yeah.
What I was looking at was the timing of the release. What it got emails. That was not all inclusive.
No, he does the media, digital, email, and public rotations. He does that. That's what he said here.
And the budget says marketing to be determined.
And they do have a marketing plan that lists out the
Yeah.
breakdown of the 8,000.
Yeah.
It's the balance. Their
Yeah.
budget includes speaker fees
Yeah.
of 3,500, which is not in the marketing plan.
But is allowed.
That's see it right here.
There's, yeah.
Digital, chips.
That's for four.
That's including that's in the 8,000. So all that's included in 8,000.
So the 4,000 is all that is not accounted for in this budget plan?
Well, it is, because I think some of it is
Yeah.
for speakers.
In their budget, they've got really $7,500 allocated towards speakers. Either it's the speaker fees themselves and then travel and meals for the presenters. So that's $7,500. Doesn't exactly balance to the total amount they're looking for, with marketing being 8. but they've got some revenue to offset those expenses. And do they have any other sources of funding?
Speakers fees.
This was the one that he knew that they were gonna be operating at a loss. But what he's asking for from us is to offset the whole thing.
What was that speakers fee again, 3,000?
The fee is 3,000, then there's another 4,500 in what they call in
Yeah,
presented
I see that right,
travel
I see
and
that right here.
expenses, yeah.
Which is not unusual.
I think we have a motion in a second, don't we?
You have a motion already for 12,000 and a second, you're in discussion.
All right. Well, my view of this is that this is their first time applying. If we want people to begin modifying their applications and say, okay, I'm using your money for marketing and somebody else for speakers, we can, they get more sophisticated in doing that. But the reality of the scenario is, for them to get the second half of this money, they're going to submit invoices that prove they spent those dollars in the way that they said they were going to do it, or they're not going to get that good marketing. They submitted an application to us a month ago where I like what they're trying to do. I like that they're trying to make some changes.
Can I modify the motion? So, a motion that we award 12,000, contingent upon all of the funds being spent for, marketing and speaker fees and speaker travel and meals. All right. Any more discussion? All in favor?
Tonight, voting on the amended,
Right.
the amendment to the motion.
Vote on the amendment
Yes.
first.
Okay. Oh, okay. So all in favor of the amendment? Okay. The
Now
motion
vote
is
on
now
the
amended.
motion as
All in favor of the amended motion? Motion. Thank you.
It is very annoying, but
No,
he
thank you.
keeps us to it.
Yep. Perfect. And that's not annoying at all.
I know we're getting ready to go on break, but one of the things, like Dick said, you have to send in your receipts even to receive the money anyway.
Right.
So
Okay. Let's take a quick break. 10 minutes.
Do we need a break?
we're at, oh yes, Mitchellville, sorry.
This is Ken's. Doing from 20,000 to 35.
With historic, the Trail Freedom Park there, look at this. They had
Celebration.
660 people.
This is a multiple day event in Hilton Head, all right? Last year, we awarded, oh, yes.
You recuse?
Last year, we awarded 20,000. This year, the request for 30,000. The usage here.
And
They do get quite a bit of funding from Hilton Head. I think it's 205,000, or at least either requested or received.
how many days event you said that is?
I believe it's a
3-day event?
Did it, and I think it's a great festival, great activity, a lot of support. I don't see a reason to increase funding over last.
I wrote down here, 1,660 people attended, 14% were greater than 50 miles away. So now you got to look at your return on investment.
Yeah, the request is it's high level, but it is all for marketing.
The reason that folks,
Right.
but do you think people that come to Hilton Head and learn about Mitchellville ever?
I
I
think for,
don't see a reason to go up from last year.
right, 15,000 more, almost.
Yeah, and it's in Hilton Head, right? So I would motion that we award the same amount as last year, which would be $20,000. Any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Okay. World Foundation.
Seems not to be in compliance with that, where it shows what they have brought. Question was asked, they had no way to show that they actually bring heads and beds.
I'm looking this.
This is to create a visitor center at the Port Royal Museum.
Yeah, this is not the Port Royal Sound.
Port Royal,
yeah.
I'm sorry.
Right.
Mistake.
Yeah, it's easy to confuse them.
Here you go, Allison. My problem with that is they're renovating a building that they're just leasing and they got no insurance.
I see. Mhm.
Way they want.
I believe they have received money from
I don't,
Port Royal.
yeah. But do you want to make a motion, or you want, who's going to make a motion? Did somebody second? Oh,
I did.
okay.
A portion of what they've requested in the budget would probably apply. Right, they've got online presence of $3,000, printed marketing material $1,000, signage of $8,000. Just so everybody's aware, there are and then the balance is there's another chunk that's more around structure and construction. So you're right, that wouldn't comply.
And they said they got 40,000 from Portland.
But we have a motion, or
You have a motion to deny, Mr. Green.
Yes.
online 1,000, and then signage of 8,000. So I don't know if signage is more the exterior structure signage, which probably wouldn't really be marketing, but looks like 4,000 of it could comply.
Dr. Font, did you second it? He did. So it's in discussion phase now.
Are you asking?
Those items that do comply.
I would second that.
The amendments.
They're just using the location. The location's being used. The rental spaces are being used on campus.
So they're renting the location.
They're renting the
Their
buildings.
facility
They're
cost is
building the
$20,000.
building and the Airbnb they're using on campus. Yeah.
Rent and facility costs $20,000, salaries and stipends $20,000.
Where'd they get 25?
$5,000 for utilities, $5,000 for emergency preparedness and sustainability, $25,000 for marketing, advertising, and promotions.
Oh, there's the
That's their
25.
budget.
How many days do they have this thing goes on?
days.
3 days?
June 4th to the 7th.
Now, my notes say 5th annual, so is the change here, the venue change? That it's different?
Yeah, it used to be
It's
held
a-
at
it's
the
a ven-
Black
it-
Chamber.
It's a venue change. It's only been the one, last year was the first year at Penn.
This year will be their 5th year, and it'll be the 2nd year at Penn.
Anita, you recused, so you can't speak on it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
My bad.
Any other discussion?
Do we have a motion?
You made the,
I understand that.
Who's that?
she seconded it.
Yeah, I second it.
What was what's the motion?
The motion.
12.5 and use it for marketing.
Yeah. Now, how to use it, that not being not up front, I don't know if that can even be a
They
part
told
of
me
it.
it can't be, so
So, the
would you
12th.
like me to withdraw my motion or amend it?
Cleaner to withdraw it.
Withdraw it.
Okay, if you withdraw your second, I
I
withdraw.
withdraw my
I'll
second.
replace the motion by saying we give them 12.5 exclusively for marketing.
Second. Discussion? All in favor? Aye. Thank you. Okay, the Beaufort International Film Society.
I was looking at this application. It's a good project for the university, and they're asking for $60,000. And I looked at their marketing. I went through the marketing. What I found out, approximately $10,100 was spent on actually marketing, and I didn't factor in the equipment rental, and they also received a tax money from the city, sponsorship, fees, that nature. I don't know if my math may be off, but in my calculation, I came up with about 10,000, some that actually went to the actual marketing, but as I listened to others, they had celebrity traveling, so I don't know if that's gonna be a part of that or not. I didn't add that in or factor that into what I was looking at. So I'm a little bit unclear of, but I didn't put in that day photography on it either. You might add a 9,000 more to that. I see about maybe 20,000 that's actually marketing when I look through it.
Do you want to make a motion?
I'm making a motion that we allocate $20,000 toward the film festival this year using the accommodation tax dollars
For marketing.
for marketing.
Okay, she made a motion.
Second.
We have a second, Mr. Green. Now discussion. I noticed the city gives them 15,000. I'm a little surprised it was so paltry. Now, I realize they don't have the amount of ATAX we do, but this is a big event in the city.
And again, I just want to reiterate, marketing is a big part of what we spend the ATAX dollars on.
Correct.
But other things to help even produce the event, they need the marketing. So, some of the other expenses are in compliance with ATAX spending. So, and again, this is continuously is growing, and it fills in that void of February, which is a low if we didn't have this film festival, I guess February would almost be a wash for a lot, with the exception of the military base, Paris Islands thing. So this brings a lot of heads and beds that puts the money into ATAX Park. So I don't know if this is where I would say I would give them the 60,000, because it takes, for all the stuff that they do over that, what is it, about 10 days, 10 days? And you multiply what the average hotel costs, about $200, and you multiply that, that's a lot of ATAX dollars coming in through this event.
So are you amending the
Are
motion?
you amending the
Yeah, I
motion?
would like to
Yeah.
amend the motion
So,
Second the amendment.
to give them the
say what
60.
the amendment is so everybody knows.
Okay, well, I amend the 20,000 to 60,000 to the International Film Festival.
Seconded by Mr. Stewart. Now discussion on
Discussion?
the 60,000 amendment.
Well, I like the idea of the full funding as well. It's an incredible event, right? I mean, something seems exactly what we're trying to accomplish. You know, it's grown from 500 to 13,000, participants. 60% come from outside of town. So it checks a lot of boxes, and when you go through their budget, it's this isn't this is largely for these days, right? What they need, equipment rentals and things like that to accomplish it. So anyway, any more discussion? Okay, a vote on the amendment, on the amended.
All in favor?
All in
For
favor?
the 60,000 as
60,000.
amended.
This for the amendment.
Aye.
You have one no, Marie, no, or yes?
Well, since I made the first, I'm saying no, so just
Okay,
going to record
so
and say no,
it's-
yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4 to 1. Now, for the amendment, now the motion as amended.
Motion as amended. All in favor?
It'll be 4 to 1 again.
The original Gullah Festival of South Carolina.
That's me.
I'm accusing myself.
Okay. The original Gullah Festival is a long-standing festival. It's productive, it's useful, it's works well on what they're seeking to do. I'm a little concerned about the quality of Waterfront Park this year with some of that being blocked off, but, that's another reason to probably think we've got some local issues here, but it doesn't really change what's happened in terms of people coming to this festival. The amount we gave last year was
25.
20,000.
25.
I'm sorry.
I'm helping you with your eyes.
Thank you. My preference is to keep the number where it was last year, 25.
You have to make a motion.
I'm waiting to see if anybody else is going to nod or make that motion, if that's the way you want to do
Go
it.
ahead. I agree.
You got a motion?
I made the motion for 25.
Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you. Now discussion.
Discussion?
It's a great motion. I like it a lot.
He doesn't want to discuss.
All in
What are
favor?
they going to do about the waterfront park, though? Or where will this
I'm going
impact
to talk
it?
to you about it now.
No,
It
yeah, I
won't.
know.
It's only the 40 feet along the edge, but you
So
can-
this won't impact the festival?
no, they just had the Shrimp
Okay.
Festival there this past weekend, and so that worked
All
out
right.
okay.
So your motion's 25,000.
No. And that's been seconded, right? So all in favor of the motion? Aye. Okay, Penn Center.
I'm recusing myself from this.
So this one is,
Use
even though it's
us.
being held at, this is a little bit more than just being held at Penn. So, don't see my worksheet that I had for them. But if I remember the discussion, this is a new Juneteenth for Penn?
What'd they put in there? Is it new? She's accused, she can't talk. My question is, how does it compete with the one at Mitchellville? We just funded their Juneteenth.
I expect what we'll end up with is Juneteenth festivals at Mitchellville, at Bluffton, Hilton Head.
I know Bluffton has one.
And probably this one as well, because the holidays get some traction, and we're gonna see it just like we see other celebrations around holiday seasons.
Well, competing for qualified visitors, a local event's a different thing. I'm talking about attracting heads and beds. Okay. All right, whose is this one?
This is, that
Okay,
one is
go ahead.
mine.
Do you want to make a motion? Who's the other recusal?
I am.
Both of you?
Okay, this is where we have a problem.
3 of 6, correct?
That's a problem.
Yes.
Well, as I understand the law, and depending on which rules we're following, if you have a quorum when you convene and somebody has to recuse, you can still vote with the remaining number as long as it was equal to or greater than 50% of the original attendees.
Well, you only have 3 votes out of 6 on the committee.
No, we have 3 out of 5 for the attendees, and the attendees, when you call the quorum, is what's governing in the voting amount, is my understanding of the.
3's not going to fly with council, I can tell you that. That was where we got stuck in 2023, 3 people making a decision. That's why we need 7 people on the committee.
Well, can I ask you a question? I don't have anything to do with this Juneteenth event, as opposed to the Heritage Days event. I do more with that. So would I be able to vote?
I mean, it depends on if you consider yourself to have had an issue with impartiality,
I can be impartial.
conflict of events, and conflict of interest, but I'm so what was your basis for recusal for this matter?
Because, I saw Penn Center, and I just recused myself because I do a lot of stuff at Penn Center. But I didn't realize this was, when I looked at it, it was for the Juneteenth event. I haven't done anything but that.
If you have a question or a comment?
Recused.
Oh, you're recused, you can't
Yeah, I
talk.
can't talk.
Mr. Green, you have a comment or a question? It's like council.
Anita, do you feel sufficiently conflicted that you can't?
Well, I can vote impartial, yeah.
So you're not recusing?
Not for the Juneteenth thing, I can, yeah.
So does that mean we have 4 votes for the motion?
You have a possible of 4.
Anita, you voting for it?
Yeah, I'll vote for it.
So we have 4 votes.
What's the motion, how much? Who made the motion?
It's
Mr.
mine,
Green.
but I haven't, I'm not the
Stopped
one
it
who
before
made.
we
Pardon me?
stopped it before the motion was made, so the motion's still yet to be made.
Mr. Green.
I would motion that we award 10,000 as requested.
I'll second that.
Discussion?
Is that for marketing? What is that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep, it is for marketing. It's the right part of the, geographically fits what we're trying to accomplish. It's a great cultural event, so. Any more discussion? All in favor of the motion? Okay, next is Penn Center 2026 Heritage Days. This one.
This one you recuse?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm accusing too.
See, now we're down to 3.
So what can we do or should we do?
I mean, 3 people are deciding how to spend money. That's what raised the red flag in 2023, when I stopped it all. I don't think you can vote with 3. What do you think, Dylan?
I think it is safest to follow the course of action that we've been following for this committee. I mean, there are interpretations of some of the rules, the parliamentary procedure rules, where you can, if you have a majority of the quorum that was convened at the time the meeting was initiated. As Mr. Stewart said, that is correct. There are some instances where you can do that. It's a question for the board as to whether it wants to proceed with that, having 3 members voted, as has been viewed by council previously as an issue, or to hold it over to another. I don't know if you'd want to defer consideration of that to another meeting to give a chance to have 6 folks present at the outset, or.
Oh, God, making another meeting, they'll never.
Just so I'll be clear on my understanding of recusal, the concept and the philosophy behind the recusal process is that person who is recusing himself would logically be expected to vote in favor of it because of their interest or affiliation with the organization making the request. And so recusal of them is not intended to imply that they don't support it. It's intended to prevent them from influencing the other three members. Having said that, then, I think that fits into why the majority of the people that are around have the recusals is the governing factor for Robert Rules of Order. The other piece of that is we're a relatively small community, and getting people to serve is difficult, as we know, by not having the seventh person here to take people like our members of this group that are obviously affiliated with various charitable and other worthwhile organizations and penalize those organizations because they have a community member that's doing more than that seems to be appropriate. So I think we send the vote up and then we have that conversation with the council.
You can do the vote, and then when it comes to council, I'll say something, and then it's, there, I'm one vote. There's 11 people. Last year, I didn't support all your recommendations. Logan and I voted no on some, but you can do it if you want. And then there's 11 council members, and they will determine. So you can do it either way.
Are you saying that we can vote or cannot?
No, you two are recused.
We're recused.
The question is, can three people vote to spend the
okay.
money? Did somebody make a motion?
We motion that we allow 3 people to vote.
Second it,
Yes.
How much was the motion?
10,000.
Yeah, $10,000.
10,000? Okay, and who seconded it? Mr. Green? Oh, Mr. Stewart?
Sure.
Any further discussion for 10,000? Is it for marketing? What is it
Yes.
for?
All-
Okay.
All in favor?
10,000 marketing.
Okay, Gullah Traveling Theater?
Use myself again.
Mr. Green?
Yeah. I forgot that. You're the only one that's recusing?
She's recused, yeah.
Yeah. The amount requested is 87.
This one is, I believe, 36.5, right? Oh, no. That's, yes. Yeah, this is for the Decoration Day.
Is that 13.5?
I think it's 36.5.
36.5.
Last year was
36.5.
13.5.
Yeah, 36.5.
They got 30,000 last
Last
year.
year.
Did they expend all those funds?
They did, and I just approved
Okay.
that, I believe, a week.
I make a motion that they get the amount that they're requesting, the 36.5.
What's the use for, Mr. Green?
Marketing. Well, this includes a little bit more than just the marketing, though. See if there's anything that's in there that's not using.
My question was, there was an issue in funding 2 rounds ago. There was a problem.
During that presentation, there was a discussion on the floor of some money that had to be returned. Is that this one?
That's,
That was this one. I believe it was from 2 years ago. And the woman, Denise, I believe, presenting said it affected their request last year.
That it affected their request?
So I believe the request was lower, or the award amount was lower last year. But they've expended everything from last year appropriately. But there was discussion of it from 2 years ago. It had something to do with salaries being paid, and that wasn't in the application. But looking at documents from this past cycle that we just closed out and reimbursed, the presenters had to get paid through the payroll, and that was the system of accounting that they had. So everything was fine in 2024, 24-25. I'm not sure about the previous year.
So they received 13.5 in 24-25.
Correct.
But are you saying now that everything is cleared with them as far as funding and what?
Last year, I don't know if we can go back and address from 2 years ago that discrepancy.
Well, they're asking for 36.5. Does that affect what they're getting, what we might allocate for them now? If something happened in
No,
the
that
past?
shouldn't,
Okay,
no, that should not.
okay.
Just so I'm clear on this conversation here, some of the people that received money gave it back because during COVID they couldn't spend it, or they carried it over. Some of the folks got it for certain conditions, like a matinee that didn't sell out, and so they didn't spend those dollars and they're returning those. That doesn't imply failure on their part. It implies that situations changed and they return the money. I don't think it biases us against
Yeah.
someone because they did that.
But what they're requesting has no bearing on what they're requesting now. So our job is to vote whether to give it to them now or not.
Right.
Okay.
What I wrote down was, they said for each $1 they use, or we give them, they get $1.15 to $1.48 back, which is a very low return on investment. And she had no hard data how many people come. She said, I feel a lot of people come. They average 250 to 350 people. There was a lot of question on this one. Mr. Green, this one's yours.
Is yours?
Yeah. So now that are we in the discussion phase? This is,
A motion, yeah.
The
right?
motion,
well, yeah, there was a motion. I
Make a
didn't,
motion.
we didn't make a
Yeah.
motion.
I heard it, I wrote it down.
Okay, okay.
What was the motion for?
my motion was for the 36.5. I don't know if we got a second, but that was the motion.
I'll second it for discussion.
Okay.
Let's finish the discussion then. Where are we not clear? My question would be, out of the 36.5, is any of that for payroll?
Oh, they outlined in their application that it's all marketing, so print, digital, radio, magazine, and then there's $1,500 for service fees, audiovisual technicians, and $2,500 for transportation and shuttle services. So basically $4,000 of it wouldn't be like direct marketing investment. The balance would be. So 32.5 is their actual marketing spend.
I would amend, I can amend my own motion, yeah.
Or you could withdraw and then start again.
Withdrew and start again.
It's cleaner.
Let me withdraw. I make a motion that we do the 32, was that 32.5?
32.5.
Okay, 32.5.
And that was not amended, right? That's a new one.
Oh,
So-
yeah, it's
Yeah,
new.
so any discussion on that? Okay, all in favor? Aye.
Okay.
Hilton Head Choral Society?
Well, that's me. The Vienna Boys Concert over at Hilton Head. They're asking for, what are they asking for anyway? They're asking
5,000.
5,000. And that's funding granted. It's what's for? This is for marketing, advertising for the Vienna Boys Choir, and this will will be held at Hilton Head, right?
In Bluffton.
Bluffton. And I don't know whether this is confirmed or not, but if they're able to get the Vienna Boys Choir, it will be a great event for the whole Low Country, if they're able to get them. And it's all geared to marketing. And did they get any money from any place else? Let me look. Hilton Head tax, I'm not sure.
I didn't see anything like that.
Hilton Aid tax, or let me see. Well, they're not asking for much. It's
Looks like
just,
Bluffton, they're asking 5 for Bluffton.
Bluffton.
Not confirmed yet.
And the printed advertisement, 2001. I don't know, but I have no problem with giving them 5,000.
Make a motion.
I make a motion that we grant the Vienna Boys Choir Concert and Low Country, what is that located? The Hilton Head Coal Society, $5,000. Okay.
Discussion? I like this, like you said, I think they do have them booked, by the way, and
Okay.
and it is for marketing.
Okay then, okay.
Okay. All in favor of the motion? Aye.
Ms. Green, you voted in favor of that, didn't you? Ms. Green did. Ms. Gibbs did. Ms. Gibbs, she voted. You didn't raise your hand, but.
Did you
Oh,
vote in
yeah,
favor?
yeah. Thank you.
Okay, Friends of Fort Fremont. This is for a marketing campaign. The ask is $30,000. Last year they received $12,000. Pull up the marketing budget here.
Read this one for female.
Yes.
Yeah.
They work with the CVB on their marketing campaign investment.
I make a motion, we award the amount requested for discussion purposes. That's my motion for discussion.
I'll second that.
Here's my discussion points. As you guys may know, I'm the county's designated member of the CVB board. The CVB has been working as our DMO for some period of time. Create the hub and spoke tourism so people stay in Beaufort County and go to Charleston and Savannah for their day trips as opposed to stay in Charleston and just bust themselves in here out of Savannah. There was a policy put in place by County Council on passive parks so that if someone, for instance, was a wedding photographer and they want to go in there and shoot a wedding on a Saturday or something, they had to pay in advance and register. That policy is being applied to Fort Fremont, although we have invested significant dollars as a county and a community in available for folks. The application of it is that if you rent a car and you go there, that's fine. If you come in an Uber or a taxi, that's fine. But if you come in a tour bus, you have to pay a fee, but more importantly, you have to register in advance. And that means that if it's a rainy day or other problems or scheduling, you get into problems. Now, my understanding is that the tours that were conducted there were not using anybody paying for a guide or anything when they would arrive. The docents or the people there from the Friends of Fort Fremont would show the people around. And I asked specifically at the presentation if they were one of those visitors that came by bus, and they said that they did. So I'm okay with providing the money, but it seems counterproductive to have this unnecessary sort of impediment there. If it's the money and the county wants to be paid something because people are coming to Fort Fremont, let's understand that. If it's because we're concerned that somehow people arriving in a bus is a commercial enterprise as opposed to a rent-a-car or a taxi, I need to sort of understand that. But I'd like to make the motion that we approve this and we request the county to remove that restriction on visitors who are arriving by paid transport.
That can't be part of this committee. You're way off base on that.
It is part of this committee to make a request.
You can make an request of writing to council, but it's not part of ATEX. Even Dylan's giving you the eyeball on that.
Okay, well, I think it's a stupid law and we need to change it.
That's
I'd be happy to
irrelevant.
tell everybody that, and I want the public to understand that.
So the motion is
Approve the grant as submitted.
30,000.
A second.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
We okay to keep going, everybody? Libraries for Kids International?
That was me. This is a first-time grant out there at the Port Royal Foundation Sound, which is a great attraction, especially for families. And so I move that we give them the $10,500.
Second.
Discussion?
This is for a charity event. And about
Yeah.
200 people, and why aren't they using our libraries? Wouldn't we be cross-pollinating to do that? What's happening here?
I'm curious how many heads and beds we think this generates. Certainly a worthwhile thing, but
They said about 200 people, they expect.
That's the people coming to
The event, we don't know how many are.
Right.
Yes.
And again, I think, we don't always take in consideration the carryover when we have something like this. And I see these events that we put on, sort of like Super Bowl Sunday commercials. They want folks to buy whatever the product is for the rest of 364 days, not just on Super Bowl Sunday. So I think these events that we're helping to give seed money to continue to grow the folks coming back, I think it's a good investment. So
What is the money used for? Do you have the application?
I
out there? It's 10,500. What are they using it for?
Yeah.
I think it's digital.
Email campaigning, TV media coverage, social media promotion, press and media outreach, website, and printed materials.
There is, it looks like it's 5,500 is a rental venue cost and the balance is marketing.
Yeah.
They're renting their own venue.
They don't own the venue, it's somebody else renting it.
Okay, so. We have a motion on the floor in a second, so you're in discussion.
Any additional discussion?
You said they're renting a building for this,
They rent the Port Royal
Port Royal
Sound
Sound.
Center Wheezy Pavilion.
and this is a new application.
Yes.
They're asking for 10?
10.5.
10.5. Get off the ground. For kids.
It's for International World Book Day, which I'm guessing our libraries are going to do too. We're sitting in one right now.
But our libraries don't send books internationally, that's what these people do.
These international books.
Marie, what were you going to say?
I said, are these international books?
The books are gonna be sent overseas to people.
Oh, this is a book collection. It'll be a book collection site,
Maybe a
a
fundraiser,
It's a
fundraiser,
charity event, they said. It's a fundraiser.
charity event.
raise money to buy books to be sent
Yep.
to people overseas.
Okay, yeah. And asking for 10.
What's not clear to me is, does this target people coming into town for it? I don't remember.
It's gonna be a national event. It's an international library day for kids. So all libraries should be doing this. It's not a big deal that it's the only place you can go. So giving 10,000, what they asking, 10,000?
10,500.
Their mission
500?
is to purchase books and have them delivered overseas.
Overseas.
That's not something every library is going to do, so that's the mission of the organization, and that's what they're gonna do with whatever funds they generate.
The money's, but you'd be used to purchase books.
That's right.
Yeah. So it's a charity event,
Okay.
fundraiser.
Is that in line with our allocation?
Look at Dylan's face.
Is it promotion of the arts and cultural events in the community's view?
Is it going to put heads in beds? There's your question for a one-night event.
I see it again as a seed to grow possible residual tourism coming in. And it's something different. I think it's a new event, and I think it's a good investment for us to continue to grow tourism on that level, because people coming out, even though they're renting the space, to come out and see the Port Royal Sound Foundation, to say, oh, this is someplace I think I want to bring my grandkids, I want to bring my kids, I want to tell somebody else about it. I think we get that opportunity to do that.
The question to me is, it's $50 per person. Are you getting a return on investment? They're expecting 200 people, and they want $10,500 to promote it. And it's a charity event.
I think so. I think it will bring, again, showing people what we have here when we don't have an event going on that you can come to and maybe stay an extra day in Beaufort. You may come for one thing, and then you find out that this Port Royal Foundation is there, that you can say, well, we're going to stay over another day. That's what we want to do. That's what we want to extend people's time here. We have military graduations, people come in. Again, these are the kinds of things that we need to hold them, maybe come in on a Tuesday as opposed to a Wednesday. or stay until a Saturday as opposed to leaving on a Friday.
It's just not clear to me that these people would come from out of town. They did say they tracked some people coming from out of town. I thought I wrote 16, but it's, so maybe I added 200. So that'd be the only concern. Is it just going to be more local people that are attending this particular type of
It's on a
event?
Saturday night, April 25th.
Going back through their application to see if there's any additional data on people from out of town.
And it's from 5 to 6. Check in. It's April
April
23rd.
25th.
April 25th.
Does anybody know anything more about this event that would lead them to believe that people will come from out of town?
Saturday night, April. The allocation's been made. It's been someone's made an in my. Have we made them? We approved the 10:05, 10 already.
I just made the motion for
Made
the
the motion already?
10,500.
Can since it's something new, we have all these questions. Can we amend that to 5, maybe?
You can make a motion.
I make a motion that we amend the allocation to 5. They want to plant a seed. Let's see that 5. What 5,000 seed can grow from that? Yeah,
So I
instead of
withdraw.
10. Since it's new, we have all these questions about it. Let's try with 5.
I'll second the
5,
motion
5.
again for purpose of discussion, but let me ask you this.
Yes.
In their budget, they have 5,500 to rent the space, and then the balance is for marketing. Under the 5, would they be able to use that just to rent the space, and they'd have to figure out marketing? Or would they have to figure another way to pay for the space, and then let's use this for marketing?
Maybe I'm not sure about, are we allocating money for space rental? That's my question again.
We can do that.
We can
We've
do
done
that.
in other-
Well, if that's the case, go with that then. I'm withdrawing my amendment.
I'm not sure where we're at now.
And
But,
you're withdrawing the second? Did you second it, Mr. Green? Or you did?
Second, the
Okay.
first one.
All right, so we're the original, 10,500.
yeah, go with the original, yeah. Who is
That's
that?
been, has that been, we had a second on that?
Yeah.
Okay.
10-5,
Any
okay.
additional discussion? All in favor?
All right.
I'm going to go no on that.
Yeah, I mean, with so much discussion, I don't know how you're even approving it. But, okay, you're a committee. It's 4-1.
The Beaufort Oyster Festival,
This was mine, and I'm gonna, let me see if I can find it. It's down here. Asking for 30,000,
Asking for 50.
50.
50,000 for this year. I have it right here looking at me.
Does it say why they're asking for 20,000 more?
Was 30,000 what they asked for last year? Or was it just 30,000 is what we gave them?
No, 30,000 they asked. They got 20,000 in '23, 30,000, then 30,000 again. Now they're asking 50.
Cost is high. Just say, everything is so expensive.
So is that very expensive too?
That's what I'm saying, everything has gone up. Second it.
We have talked about having an oyster trail. There was a group put together to do that. Oysters are a signature product here. We grow them and ship them all over the country. Oysters in Boston, Washington are grown here on St. Helena, and
Up here.
have a long history of doing
Yeah,
that sort of
this
stuff.
one-
So it's a good time for those sorts of things. So I think it's a residual component of that. It fits into some of the other things we're doing here. I think outreach marketing is continuing to be supportive of their initiatives, and think that price is reasonable considering how many people they draw.
In past years, I do see the amount kind of jumped up, but they have, I don't see their figures for last year, but they have had a good return on investment, very good return on
Yeah, people
investment.
coming in Beaufort. So this is mine, and like as I said before, I moved that we approved that, the $50,000 requested for this year.
Second.
Okay.
We already had a motion and a second.
I'm
We're in
sorry.
discussion.
This is a discussion, okay.
No, on discussion, just I agree. I mean, really good event, right time of the year, built it up from scratch. They're, more investment will allow them to get a broader reach, more people.
Vote in favor.
Okay, all in favor? Aye. Okay.
So all the squirrelies moving around over there, so.
Okay,
Dylan?
Campbell Chapel, Community Development Ministry. This was mine, and I think this was for renovations of very historically significant building. But I think there was some questions about whether or not that was funds could be used for that. I think the question was is because it's a church. I think they were trying to make a distinction between a church and a chapel. And that because of the building itself is at least partially planned to be a tourist attraction or interest.
Talk to the attorney.
Dylan, the question is it eligible for construction?
Construction, maintenance, and operation of facilities for civic and cultural activities, including construction and maintenance of access and other nearby roads and utilities. So does it fall under that header of 4B3? Operation of facilities for civic and cultural activities.
Is this building for civic and cultural activities, or is it for a private church?
Right. What is this for?
That's what Brian raised. I'm just.
And it says 54 people stopped to see this site last year. The rest were clicks, virtual.
Because it's under construction.
It's
It's under
not
construction, I
complete
understand.
yet, right? So they're in. I think I think they have 6 phases of a project, and this is something like the 3rd phase of that. I'll pull it up to get more specific there. Let's see.
I'm in favor of this if it meets the criteria.
I believe Bluffton did use their state A tax.
109,000, yep.
And I believe this allows them. This would allow them to secure additional funding from another matching source. Where can I find it here? Let's see. Campbell.
If we award the requested amount, my assumptions, I don't need to say, if it doesn't meet the criteria, you guys are gonna stop it at some point, right?
I mean, from a legal standpoint, I don't have a basis to preclude you as a committee from considering it. It's your interpretation, and then if you approve it, council's after that. But
So we need a second.
A
yes,
second.
While we're in discussion on this, part of the reason behind this is we did some stuff with Tabernacle Baptist, and the county did some stuff out of general funds, the Harriet Tubman. I'm assuming that this is going to be open to the public and sort of have a cultural and historic component to it, and not something.
Well, does it say it in the application? What's the goal? Because county funded it 140,000 in phase 1. What's the goal of it, and what are they going to do with it? That should be in the application.
I'm reviewing that now. I mean, I recall that it will be open to the public and an attraction. We could certainly amend the motion to make that a requirement,
Completion
to verify that.
in late 2026.
That's when it's supposed to open?
Late, yeah, 2026.
Can we ask questions?
You're the chair, go.
Okay, yes, yes. Yeah, can you clarify, will this be open to the public once complete and?
yes, it will definitely be open to the public.
And will you also use it for regular religious,
We've got a current structure which sits next door, and that's where our regular religious services take place. This will be used for education purposes, for, again, community events, for things that bring people together to help build a community. It will sit with the Hayward House and the Garvin Griffith House. Well, thank you. So that it strengthens the trail, the historical trail in the town of Bluffton.
thank you, that's really helpful. Okay, so then,
I think it meets all criteria, plus some more.
any more discussion? Then all in favor of the motion to grant the requested amount? In favor? Okay. Beaufort Area Sports Council, I believe this is for a research project to, craft and improve the strategy of, for this area to take advantage of this pretty
Attract
big,
more.
pretty big tourism opportunity. The request is for $40,000. So this is a very specific request for a very specific use.
Let me see if I can understand. I'll make the motion, we grant this, and I'd like a second so we can talk about it.
Second.
Second. All right.
Sports tourism is a huge and growing section of the tourism market. That's why we have the Sports Council. We've had baseball tournaments, we've had golf tournaments, we've had some pickleball tournaments and various other things. Don't compete with places like Waldoboro and Port Wentworth, who are much better at attracting these things. As a grandfather, I have traveled to such exotic spaces as Statesboro and several other towns that are not so well known to watch my grandchildren play various sports. What we find is that regardless of the season and regardless of the weather, the parents and the grandparents show up and check in the hotels, and they'll drive distances to get to the facility. What we don't have is a coherent plan about what we own in the county and what can be made available values to attract this sort of business. Purpose of this plan is to have a professional come in and inventory the spaces and tell us what we can do. I'll describe as amateurs like us sitting around saying what we know about our. That's what my recollection of what.
The counselor would require 40 grand?
Yes. You could probably spend 200,000, but they think they can get it for 40.
Yeah, it's a whole economic impact analysis as well, so it should be pretty valuable.
Yeah.
A motion?
Any more discussion?
Made the motion, we have the second.
We have a second. All in favor of granting the requested amount? Yes, okay, thank you.
That's 40,000?
Yes.
Okay, 40, okay.
Building Brighter Futures?
Yeah, that's a music festival at our waterfront park, and again, the waterfront park is a big tourist attraction, and if we can keep things going there, I think it's only a plus for our community as far as tourism coming in. So I make the motion that this is a first-time request. We didn't get, so I make the motion that we give them the 40,000.
Anybody second?
Anybody gonna second it?
I'll second just for discussion, to get the discussion kicked off.
You wanna kick off the discussion, Ken?
Sure, just, it's, I'm just going back to just make sure I've the facts right, because it's a first-time event, right? So there's always the risk that feels like a big initial number for a first-time event. Trying to remember what time of the year
It's in June.
it's in June.
And let me say this, I know the weekend, I know after Memorial Day weekend, we have a dip in tourism for June. And so this would be a good way to sort of keep those numbers up and maybe hold some folks over past just a Memorial Day weekend to maybe extend it.
What's the $40,000 go for?
Some of it is marketing.
Yeah, although,
It's some marketing, police, and operating tents. And they list, if I read it right, $10,115 profit from the event.
and they did work with the CVB to pick those dates. So you're right, Anita, on that.
What is that actual date?
June 6th.
June 6th?
I believe it's the same time as the Black Moses event. Let's see, get the marking plan out.
Financial statements with these guys.
A profit and loss statement.
We didn't get last 2 years.
We did, 2024 and 2025, they are in the Dropbox. 2025, or 2024, they had a gross profit of 91,000. 2025, a gross profit of 80,000.
What do they do with the money?
There you go.
They have their application included a marketing plan that comes to $20,000. And trying to see what the balance is here.
I'd like to amend the motion, make a motion to amend to 20,000 for marketing only.
I'll second that.
Okay.
Here's my thought process. This has been a cash-producing situation. They've got an opportunity to do. They've indicated they want to work with the CVB to do it. And if we don't give them the full amount, I think they'll still have it because it's been successful in the past and will be successful again this year. So we're encouraging them to grow it, but we don't need to give them the full amount, in my opinion.
Can we get a vote on the amended motion? Right, is that right?
Do it in the amendment first.
Just the
That's what I meant. I was trying to say that. Vote on the amendment. I'll vote yes for the amendment. And then a vote on the amended motion to provide $20,000 for marketing purposes. Okay. Let's see, that was that one there, right? Then we've got the SC Low Country Tourism Commission.
Mine. Let me find it. Okay. Promoting. Well, this is one of the, I read over the application. Everything seemed to be in order, in line with what we're doing with our taxes, tax dollars. So I'm going to go and say I'm going to approve them, given that amount they requested.
Second that motion.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
I wondered why they asked for less. Nobody ever asked for less.
Peach does because she got a bigger allocation out of the state this
Of the
time
other
around.
people. It was good of her, to be honest.
And last year, I think she asked for a certain, we gave them extra.
We're pushing her to get more funding from other localities
Right.
that are in the region, and she's working on that.
Yeah.
Thank you, I'll try to do
Okay,
that. As I get
Hilton
older,
Head
I'll lean back, but thank you.
Island Land Trust.
That one's mine. What's this for, a camera?
The Raptor Cam.
This is the Eagle Watch, right? They got one camera now, and they want some more, 2 more cameras or something.
Had we followed this to see how many people are actually coming?
Well, they don't come, it's virtual. But they don't have any dollars from Hilton Head unless they just got it. They're asking 12.5.
I think they're nice people. I think people like birds. I think people like cameras. And I like birds, and it's all the rest of that. But that's not what we need to be doing here. So, I think we should encourage them to go forth and be successful, but without any funding.
It's not gonna put any heads in beds, they're on TV.
Yeah.
There a motion there?
That was my motion, is that we encourage them to go forward and be successful without any funding.
I second. All in favor of not awarding?
Aye.
Okay. Okay, Favor Corp.
That's me. Favor Corp appears to be a professional concert company that does concerts around various places. And they're proposing to come here and provide one. And they're referring to it as the 843 Gospel Jubilee Festival, which sounds good. And they aren't sure which place they're going to have it. They got a lot on Sammy Lane, and they may do one in Habersham. We aren't sure about the size of that, and how many people they can accommodate. Not sure about zoning. We didn't get their 2 years audited financials and what they've been doing. And so this sounds to me like somebody who wants to hold a concert here for a profit, but they're looking for us to subsidize the marketing on the front end. I'm not opposed to any of that sort of stuff, but I'm not sure that's what we need to be doing. I will yield to the rest of the group, but when you don't have history and you don't have financials and you don't have a location, if they were a local group and they were going to be doing this and this building capacity, they're going to do it again next year and make it bigger, it'd be one thing. But they're not. They're a group out of Georgia that's doing a series of concerts up and down the coast.
Isn't this the group that we gave money to last night for Blues Line Stance in Hilton Head that's supposed to be this month? Are they holding it?
They are. It hasn't happened yet, but yes.
But they're expecting significant revenue out of it.
On Hilton Head, yeah.
Yeah?
And have you seen the marketing? Anyone else?
Haven't seen anything.
I'm not saying everything's not great. I'm just saying we didn't get audited financials and they're not local and it's the first time they're doing it and they don't know where they're going to do it and they're not sure about the date.
It's not detail, no detail, just a
Yep.
big figure. Yeah.
I thought it did, but I will.
Oh, okay.
I think we recommend them to go forth and be successful with their concert, but without funding from this group.
Right?
That's a nice way to turn them down. Go forth and be successful.
Okay.
I would second that. Any discussion? All in favor of not funding?
I'm going to abstain.
In favor of the motion.
Okay, basic enhancements. So this is an event within an event, right? So it's during the Black Moses Festival, and it's,
So,
you gonna recuse yourself? Okay. The request is for $22,000, of which $5,000 is marketing. We've got $7,500 for performances, $5,000 for farm-to-table agriculture demos, $2,500 for workshops and youth engagement, and $2,000 for evaluation impact tracking. So there's the $22,000.
You said marketing was 5?
5.
And this one was to attract students and help them with math and reading. That's exactly what she said.
I remember asking that question, where this population's coming from. And what date is that? It's the same, it's
June 6th.
June 6th, school's out.
I don't recall how the mermaids came into this.
I don't either, but
Those
that's
are
what it's
little
called.
girls.
Okay.
I don't know.
I move we give them $5,000 for marketing.
I would second that. Any discussion?
And why do they need that when it's part of the Black Moses thing? You're already marketing. You gave them $12,500 for marketing. Why wouldn't this be part of that marketing? It's part of the whole event.
I guess they feel like this is going to bring in incremental visitors to the event, specifically for this event
Going
within
to
the
bring in
event.
school children. That's what it's for.
Since we funded the Black Moses, and this is part of it, because I don't see them bringing children in during June for this event, school's out and it's an unknown event, it's new. So I'm not impartial to this part of it.
Okay.
Are you amending anything or?
Just someone, what did we,
You have a motion for $5,000 for marketing. That's what we're discussing, if you want to amend it.
I'm going to go in and just reamend what you said. I would deny this because they're always getting, we already getting funding for the, and this under the umbrella of sending it and mark at the same time. It's part of it.
And she's amending the motion, somebody needs to second it. Moses Freedom Festival, that's her quote. And it's for students to help them with math and reading. So you have a motion on the floor. Not funded.
Okay, can I get a vote to approve the amendment? I would approve, I would
You're
approve the
going to
amendment.
approve your own amendment, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to vote.
I think as a group, yeah, we have to still, yeah. Yeah. And now we'll actually vote on, okay.
You had 3 in favor, 1 opposed? So it's 3-1 on the amendment. So now you go vote on the motion as amended.
Now we'll vote on the motion as amended. 3-1. Next is Port Royal Sound Foundation. This is a $96,000 request for their exhibits. At least new and refurbished exhibits, right? I'm going through the app one more time. Obviously, this is an important tourist attraction. Part of this is exhibit funds would support phase 2 of our Gullah Geechee exhibit, which is an expansion of the current display in collaboration with a consultant. My motion is to award this amount.
Second.
Any discussion about that? Okay. All in favor of the motion? Next is, anybody okay with, anybody need a break? We could keep going? We don't have that many left. Okay. Next is the Beaufort Jasper YMCA. Mm-hmm. a specific event for the river swim.
Marina.
I'll second that motion. I'll second that motion. I would kick off discussion just to say that this is an existing event that's popular. The YMCA, they've got a network, right, that they can communicate directly to potentially draw people in for it, right, from other YMCA's and so forth. So feels like it could have a high probability for success. So.
They've joined the group and it's pushing them to do this.
Wasn't this the one where there was supposed to be a swim, then a running leg of this event? Or that was just a suggestion or a thought that they would grow to?
That's questions and suggestions.
Okay.
Okay, a vote on the motion. Okay, next is Beaufort Water Search and Rescue.
Oh, yeah. Did we ever find out?
We did find out, I asked.
Gas.
Mr. Robinson gave it was from the sheriff's budget, 10,000 for gasoline, I'm told. Why? I don't know. Idea? Approved.
Buy a boat.
They want to buy a boat for 20, they want 20,000
here.
to buy a boat.
He's here.
That's what I found.
Yeah. For some reason this year, that's making in the budget. I don't know.
What was the decision? Can we fund part to buy the boat? I know Brian, of course, the state weaseled out of it.
Looking at it under the categories, we'd have to make an argument that it falls under one of the. I don't see public safety or anything akin to that. I mean, advertising and promotion of tourism, argue, but I think that's a specious argument to make. So, I don't see them as being public facilities or anything having to do with the criminal justice system. So I think, for one,
Am I allowed to comment at this point, or? I think the rationale is that this organization is providing support for a number of other events that do bring in tourism, and it's basically a requirement, right? It'd be terrible to not have it.
Our organization came in here with $2,000 apiece to have somebody out there.
we allocate funds for. And you know what he said?
Motion. I don't- We don't have a legal opinion,
Okay.
but we have.
What he said.
They want applicable for ATAC. Application just say 20,000 for the purchase of a boat of 40,000. Application use the money for it.
Right.
Half the boat, right? I mean, not
Yeah.
half the boat, but you know what I mean.
What is it, half?
Replacement boat in the amount, replacement of boat.
And you're saying, in your opinion, legal, not legal?
In my opinion, it's not contemplated under this section.
That we have is water rescue services and water-related event patrols. So, water-related event, which could be tourism events, what,
That, safety, water rescue, et cetera, that's much better.
okay, well,
That would be supported.
If it were, it seems like the information we have is that it is to purchase half of a boat.
He requested though.
Somebody has seconded the motion, then it goes to discussion.
I'll second the motion.
Second
Now
it.
it's discussion.
Oh, what is your name?
Dylan,
Dylan,
sorry.
just outline that it's not in line with, because it's not, was for water rescue, where the application specifically said to purchase a boat. Didn't say to rescue, water rescue, or boat. It was just boat, right?
For volunteers, that's why it doesn't, I know.
Yeah.
I'm just going with the application. You need
Yeah, the boat, the
Balance.
Be to pay for half of the boat.
if there was if it was not safe on the waters during these events, and there are incidents, they could definitely hurt tourism for sure. So could be pretty material to the ultimate ATAX funding. And the second is that the investment is in safety, but the safety is being enabled by through the purchase of the equipment that's going to be used exclusively for that.
Let me ask Dylan something. If the police department was in here requesting funds for public safety during tourism events, would that be inapplicable?
It would still be the same analysis. It would have to fall under one of the contemplated
Wrong place.
purposes.
Yeah.
But
But our goal here is to look at the application and does it meet or align with the ATAX accommodation money? And I see this does not.
Well, I want to just sort of, as you guys know, I led the last couple of training sessions.
Yeah.
And I'm reasonably sure had I said to someone in those training sessions, if you need half a boat to continue doing search and rescue, you can't get that. But if you file for $20,000 to reimburse you for gasoline and operations and insurance and maintenance and other sorts of things, and you apply for that, that will probably be eligible. Had I said that, I'm reasonably sure that what we would be reading today would be a different application. So I'm delighted that the folks gave us a straight up what they're trying to do.
Yeah.
And I think we all agree the organization is useful. It's helpful for what we're trying to do with tourism and the rest of that sort of stuff. And it's sort of unfortunate that we may have found ourselves in this legal game of twister where we're trying to get a right foot on the dot, left foot on the red dot in terms of doing this. So I'm not sure where we go from here, except I think it's something we need to figure out a way to support if we can.
We have
Okay.
an amendment or not? We just
amendment, I
have the
don't believe.
motion
We just had the motion in a second.
for the 20,000, okay. So you can vote on it, or amend it, or move it on.
Is there an amendment?
I want to amend that. Listen to what Dylan said. I want to amend that to not approve this at this time. Because it does not meet the criteria of the ATAX accommodation dollars. If we're going to sit in and vote on monies being allocated, it has to be aligned with the requirement of the guidelines for this monies being allocated. That's just me.
Okay, she needs a second for the amendment. Mr. Green, are you pondering, or are you?
Well, I'm in the mid, I see a tremendous need. I just don't see it coming into us under the right thing, but
You can second the amendment for discussion, and then it goes up or down, and then it goes back.
I second for discussion.
Okay, now go ahead and comment.
How many things would we have coming at us that doesn't fall in line with what? But at the same time, who is going to say, we need to ignore the safety and the water in Beaufort for tourism? That's a major part of why people come here.
I need a new car. I'm bringing my gas and insurance card to y'all to pay for it.
Well, I don't know, I guess we go ahead and call
All right, you have an amendment on the floor.
That's been second? That's,
He seconded.
okay. Then can we,
discussion.
do we need a vote on the amendment, as structured? All in favor of the amendment itself?
Which is zero funding.
Yeah, zero funding.
Second that, so.
So you have to vote up or down on it.
You don't have to vote for it just because you seconded it, because you can
Right,
do it for
you
discussion.
seconded for
Right.
We've
discussion.
had the discussion, yeah. Gotcha.
Yeah, you're voting on the amendment.
On an up or down on the amendment? Okay, a vote on the, then yes or no on to fund zero.
So the question on the table is, do we vote for the amendment to not fund anything, fund zero? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
That's what's on the table.
All opposed?
Right, now you're back to the original motion.
And the
Okay.
original motion was to fund the amount requested, if please, that will allow the opportunity for some discussion later that put us in that position. That's the motion we're discussing now.
Your motion is to fund it for 20,000. Forget the
correct.
legal part, that, he's already told you it's not legal.
Right.
So you're going against attorney advice. That's your motion on the floor.
Yeah,
Let's be clear what you're doing.
well, I didn't hear him
says- and we
empirically
still
say
in dis-
that that's his current interpretation. Which,
But, I'm
did I
sorry,
misunderstand that?
but it goes back, I mean, ultimately it goes to council, and so council will have 11 people to decide whether we're in,
Send it to them and let
right, this is a suggestion from the attorney.
So it's from two attorneys, actually, Brian, as well. So when you send it to council, they're trusting that you are operating within the guidelines of the ordinance and state law. They're trusting you on that because 11 of them don't know the ordinance as well as you're supposed to, and they haven't read all the applications. They're trusting this committee to follow the ordinance and the law.
And let me just add to this. I'm not trying to broaden the law. I'm not trying to do anything else. I am simply stating that we've had a few training sessions. And in those training sessions, had we said, when you come in and apply for this stuff, even if you're going to use the money to buy a boat, get funding that you're currently spending on operations, insurance, personnel, gasoline. We can fund those things, and then you can take the money you were doing with that and use that to buy your boat. They could have done that, and we would be funding it now. And that is no fault of the applicants that they did not understand that to be the case to fit into that legal requirement. And so, since we have a responsibility to better educate people and train people in those training sessions, I'm simply trying to find a way to go forward here and recognize that I think they provide a benefit to the community that would cost a lot more if we had to do it with government employees than with these volunteers. And I'm not trying to get anybody to do anything illegal. I am simply trying to make the reality of what we're doing fit into the legal construct that's been
In the
created.
training, did you explain about the maintenance and everything else?
No,
Did you speak to them personally about it?
no.
Okay, well, it's clear it's not in it, so it's up to the committee. Just let's move it on. What do you want to do? Take a vote. The motion is 20,000.
Yes. Yeah, and I was just reviewing the email correspondence with Brian, and I interpret that at least the person he asked is inconclusive, so.
I never weigh in on the state.
Okay. So a vote, then we're voting on the motion to fund $20,000. All in favor? Aye.
It's 3-2.
4-1.
Okay.
Understanding that it'll go to council and then
And Tab, you can go ahead and explain it to council.
I will explain it because
I know
I'm
you
not going to
will.
support it. It's outside the funding
We
guidelines.
understand that, so, yeah,
Okay, Freedom Arts District.
that's me.
You're recused?
The Chalk It Up, it's growing, and people are coming from all over the country. And I so move that we give them the 60,000 for the Chalk It Up. It's again falling in that gray area of bringing folks when tourism is not quite up to where we want it to be, but it's right there in March. Starting to bring tourists in. So I think it's a good thing.
You have a motion is?
As we fund them the 60,000.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Okay, next is Historic Bluffton Foundation. Here.
I didn't see it. They sent a bunch of other stuff.
Historic Bluffton Foundation?
Yeah, I didn't see the
Yes.
actual application. Who has this one?
I do,
Okay, you're up.
yeah,
Oh, you got it by default, yeah.
that's right. Oh, yes, so this is the second annual Under the Ancient Oaks. This is associated with reenactments events occurring
It's in October.
November
this
next year.
October, right? Is that right? Okay. The request is for $7,450 or $7,400 and or $7,450, not 74,000. I'm just checking to see if it's specifically for marketing.
You're doing that, I'll just mention that my wife went to the home tour yesterday. I didn't know, Saturday, I didn't know she was going to, and I didn't know it was happening, but she spent a nice day down and had a nice time and enjoyed the organization. They had put it together, so just thought I'd mention that.
So the breakdown here is of the $7,450, $1,700 for maintenance and operations of facilities, $650 for a portable restroom, $1,300 for marketing and signage, and $3,500 for food for the Citadel cadets that will be the reenactors, and then $300 for volunteers. So it's really it's event expenses in addition to marketing.
What do you recommend?
I'm just seeing what we've done in the past here. So we did 8,000 last year. No, yes, we did 8,000 last year. It has not. Okay. And it's happening in November. And any sense of the interest and demand?
What are you reenacting?
A day in the life of pre-Civil War Roughtonians living the dream, and then the Citadel kids are going to be doing Main Street and doing firing displays and educational displays along with the reenactors throughout the day.
Just one day?
This year, let me just look at my calendar. Dates confused. This year it will be happening on November 8th. Next year it will be happening in that same weekend of November. First weekend in November.
I motion we approve the requested amount.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor? That's everybody? Okay, good. All right. Hilton Head Island Seafood Festival?
That's me. The Carmine's Foundation, David Carmine's Memorial Foundation puts us on this big festival to do. 181,000 requested from the town of Hilton Head. That kind of fills up a lot of locations over a long period of time, including for a week. So I suspect there's a bleed over into a fair amount of the unincorporated area. They're asking us for $20,000.
No, 36.
I'm sorry, 36.
We gave him 25 last,
Yeah.
well,
I
before.
recommend we give the same amount we gave them last year. They use a portion of their proceeds to give grants to other parties, so it's a fundraising activity for them, and I use
That was 25,000 last year
Yes, it was.
against this year's request of 36.
Yeah.
Are they fundraise for the Hilton Head Rec Center, correct?
They fundraise for a number of organizations. That's one. They've given grants to Port Royal Sound Foundation. They've given grants to a number of schools over the years. Kind of varies year to year.
Okay, so he made a motion. Did somebody second it?
Second.
Okay.
Discussion? All in favor? That 4-1?
Green? Okay.
Okay, next, we have the Concourse to Elegance.
Okay, this is the car show, right? Mm-hmm. Reading over this, and I made some notes. Car show's on Hilton Head, and his date will be, I had it already, I think,
No, October 1st.
October. This is the first year for this?
Oh, this is well-established
Well
event.
established? Okay, well,
Is that the right
I'm looking for that marketing
date?
thing.
The
Yeah,
20
this is the right date, is not, yeah, that's what I'm asking.
2025? Is that the right,
Yeah, the right
2025?
number, the wrong number.
Well, you're looking, they promised last year that they would take the cars to Paris Island and outside of Hilton Head. Did that occur? That was the condition we gave them money last year.
I know they did it either last year or the year before. I just don't happen to recall if it was both.
Yep. Yeah, it was last year, that was their condition. I don't know what they did.
I wouldn't know that. I don't know. shouldn't that be a part of this application if they follow that through or not? Or somewhere in their documents?
They haven't requested
I'll see it.
it for it.
It'll be in their reimbursement request, but they haven't made that yet.
They haven't requested reimbursement?
Right, yeah.
Let me just think, or let me look.
Well, it's at 19. If I'm looking at the right date.
They have not requested their second half reimbursement.
24.
24, 25. They have until December 20th, 26.
Asking for
38,000.
38.
How much are they asking for from the town?
Let me see.
It's a lot.
That's a lot.
Asking 35,000.
35,000.
From the town of Hilton?
Yeah.
Oh, they asking 35,000 from this A-tax.
They get a lot more than that from the town.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like hundreds of thousands
Yeah.
from the town. I don't have a, they say here they're expanding to Kalawasi this year. I'm curious, did they expand to Paris Island last year? That's what they promised.
Anyone go to the car show at the tape? Anybody?
Yeah, I've been there in the past.
You've been in the
not last
past?
couple of years. It's a big deal.
They want.
Some money.
It says the people mostly stay at the West and on Hilton Head. And my question was, did they do Paris Island or go anywhere north of the Broad? That's what the condition was last year for the money.
That's the condition for the reimbursement of last year's stuff. Are they applying for that again this year?
They have
They're
not been
applying for Kalawasi to take
But
it to
they have
Kalawasi.
until 2026
to get that,
actually
put
do
the
it.
reimbursement in. Some may, at least,
Okay.
2 years.
They didn't list what they are applying to the town of Hilton Head for this year. They list it, they just don't put an amount in. Can you see that?
I have, hold on. In 2020, well, that was 2025. They received $350,000
Yep.
from Hilton Head accommodations tax in 2025.
One year they did antique airplanes as well, small ones. Another year they did antique boats, and they've done car drives around St. Helena and Paris Island. I don't know what, every year it's a little bit different, so this time apparently it's Kalawasi. Kalawasi has an active car club, and they have shows over there for antique cars.
I asked Allison if they run at a profit. I'm sure they do.
Gross profit, 252,000, and net income, negative 100,000.
and people are bringing their own cars to put in the car show, right? Yeah, okay. Let me see the expenses. I would agree to do it, but decrease it somehow, decrease it, just because they're getting all that other dollars from other places? Or,
Well, you can make a motion, that's up to you. Poor Maria always has to make a motion.
I'm making a motion that we, I know, and I'm not saying how much we decrease it by, but $35,000, decrease that amount to maybe 25?
Is there a second to her motion?
At least for discussion.
Okay, second by Mr. Green.
I'd like to fund them, for discussion, I'd like to fund them at the same level we did last year. Expenses are going up, they'll get less for it, so the net effect of a slight decrease from us, but I'd like to keep it at the same level we had it last year, which was, what, 35?
35.
I'd like to keep it at 35, Ms. Gibbs, if you'd consider it.
What do they use the money for, did they say? Yeah, I mean, I don't want to hear it's just pot of money, because I'm sure that's what it is.
Oh, gosh. Awards, breakfast, judging hotel fees, dinners, license plates, travel and entertainment, supplies, other event production.
Go down the budget, not what they're
That's expenses.
What's the
Is that what
application
it
say?
says in the request? though?
Okay, I'm looking at the application there. Then say, it says,
Have it all lumped together.
yeah,
Yeah, they have it all
they'll
lumped.
clump
They-
together.
It's the
not-
entire,
It's a
Yeah.
big list.
it's an entire,
Did we restrict it last year? I'm happy. Really spend more than that on Mark.
Remember us restricting that, we just said they had to do something off the island.
Yeah.
That's what we told them.
I would be in favor of funding the entire request. It's, I mean, it's a fraction of what they get from Hilton Head. It's a successful event. They've come off island to do something in Kalawasi, which is great. So, there's that.
I'm not clear where we're at on motions and.
I think we're just in discussion, right? The original, but no, well, we are, the motion was to fund 25,000, reduce to 25,000.
You're suggesting we keep it at, we go to 50?
What's that? No, they're 35, right?
35.
Yeah. And that's where they were last year. We awarded 35 last year, and
The marketing budget in their statements was 259.
yes,
Yes.
for 2025.
So I motion that we amend the motion to take it to 35,000.
I'll second that.
So now we get
You're discussing 35,000.
the amendment, yeah.
Yeah.
And again, just, it's a very successful event. We asked them to do something off the island. They've done it. They're doing it. It is a fraction of their marketing investment.
Last year, did it note that they had to do something off the island to get reimbursed? That was the condition, so you're making the condition this year to do? 35,000 condition they do something off the island?
Yes.
Okay.
Is that my motion? Okay, good.
Yep.
Yeah, all right, that was my motion.
Yes.
Yours?
How would they know, you're going to put that in their request, that they, okay,
Put that in the letter.
okay then, okay. I'll go along with that.
Okay, can we vote on that? The amended, wait, we're voting, vote
The amendment.
on the amendment, yes.
Okay.
Oh. And then on the yes or no
As
for funding,
amended.
motion is amended. Thank you. I'm having a hard time with that language.
Okay.
Thank you.
It was not in, last year, it was not in the award letter that said it had to go off of
Okay.
Paris Island.
Okay.
She was supposed to put it in there.
So,
Before Allison, this is.
Yeah, it was before Allison, yeah. Okay.
All right, the 30th annual Gullah celebration.
I'm going to recuse myself.
Phyllis,
This happens in February, various locations throughout Hilton Head, Bluffton and County. Request is for 28,000. Last year they awarded 10.
Marketing.
Is it? I'm just opening that request there.
When they say various locations throughout Hilton Head, Bluffton, and County, where exactly do they go? What they wrote here. Can't speak now. Because I'm wondering if it's mostly on Hilton Head, which is where they are located, and the county gives them free office space there. So where do they go in Bluffton and the county? Does it say?
And if we make a motion that they do stuff in Bluffton and the county and tell us what it is in order for reimbursement, does that consistent with our last motion.
Bear with me here. Let's see.
Ken's got this one.
Going through his notes.
Okay.
It's enough to cover marketing and other expenses related in line with the grant.
It's at least partly at the Penn Center, I believe. Nope, not getting that right. I misinterpreted
Nope.
this.
Detailed marketing plan,
You're affiliated with this group? Okay.
when you say, does anybody see where it travels for that month and how long period is? Is it a week-long event? How long is the event? You said travel is traveling through the month of, I don't know. Ken? I mean, yeah,
I apologize.
I'm
I'm
trying to
just
see.
trying to track down my notes on this.
yeah.
Sorry.
Going on.
All right, so the application says the event date's February 1st, 2026. Various locations throughout Hilton, Bluffton, and County.
Okay.
It's 30th year. But then it's a month-long cultural and artistic showcase that honors the history, heritage, and continued influence of the Gullah Geechee people. Held each February, the celebration brings together art exhibits, culinary events, live performances, lectures, and community gatherings. Over the past 3 decades, the Gullah celebration has grown to be into a signature event for Hilton Head Island and Beaufort County, attracting visitors from across the region and nation. It's not clear to me what's the breakdown of the ask.
How much of that was marketing?
We can specify it if it's part of their budget. For instance, their budget says marketing's over 28,000, if that's your number, we can specify that this is to be used for that. That's what.
Okay, so the overall marketing budget's 172. So this would be a portion of it. I would motion that we fund the requested amount.
Second?
Discussion?
4 seconds, so I guess.
All in favor?
All
Thank
right.
you. Thanks for bearing with me on that one, sorry.
There's one more from the golf.
We don't need to do, did we do the normal CVB?
Yeah, we
We
did
did
that.
those, but the the
You have low country
golf.
golf, and I'm gonna just reiterate my opinion, they were late. They didn't send everything in on time. They claimed they sent it, she didn't get it, then they sent it after, correct?
That's it right there.
And I'm sorry, but I'm a rules person, black and white. If you have a deadline, you meet the deadline, or you don't meet the deadline. You open the door, then you better be ready for the next one that does this. That's my opinion.
I don't disagree with that, but I want to understand something. Did we have any equipment failures, difficulties with our system, or anything else that would have
No,
No,
contributed to this?
no.
Okay?
no funding. What's the motion? Who had
Who was
that?
the party that had this?
Who has it, yeah?
I don't know.
I didn't.
Came in late, nobody,
It came in late.
nobody
Nobody
was
had it.
assigned to
Nobody
it.
had it.
It came in late, so that's why we don't have it.
How much did they ask for it?
I don't
I
know.
don't know, I didn't even see it.
20,000.
20,000.
Denied.
I think in the past they had like 7,000 or something.
I think that's what they asked for. I think that's what they got in.
I did have to alert them that they, for the last two grants, they hadn't sent in their reimbursements for the second half allocation either, so.
23, 24, and 24, 25, they still have money outstanding.
Let me just tell you, had they submitted on, my position on this is a nice group of folks, with some of the golf courses around here, and they do what they do, and they do it okay, but
Right.
I think it's a little like the Heritage Golf Festival. They sort of, they've gone off on their own, and the Beaufort Water Festival's gone off on their own, and I think these guys are, that's my position.
Yeah,
So
and I would-
make a motion that
Good.
we inform them that
Okay.
we're not funding them and that their application wasn't considered.
Thank you. Is that a vote?
Second,
Second?
all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay.
What are our totals?
$1,141,550. We had 1 million, but Pinky and I had some wiggle room in there.
Say
So
that number again?
1.141.
So we're 141, 550 over.
Yeah, about 141, 142 over.
What was the story about wiggle room with you and Pinky?
So there's no wiggle room.
There's no, it's $1 million.
There really is no, it's $1 million.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, we could, and I say wiggle room depending on who doesn't submit their reimbursement and what will expire too, so.
We don't know that.
But we don't know that, so. But 1 million was the,
Are you directing us to cut 141,500 out of these recommendations?
And one thing I would suggest is, remember, what do we say, 78% is from unincorporated Beaufort County? So we might look at our distribution
78% of what?
of tax funds are generated from unincorporated Beaufort County. Unfortunately, Fripp Island doesn't get money there.
100% of the county's ATAX funds are generated from the unincorporated areas. 72% of them are generated north of the Broad River.
Okay, well, you can look at that and make your decision. You got to come up with 141, 550?
Do we have a list of how much we recommend for each one so we can go through and cut it? I didn't write it down as we were going.
Oh, you can't see.
Well, I'm trying to get the 5 of us.
I have mine.
You have that?
What we normally do is put it up on a screen.
yeah,
if we
do you
have
want me
it.
to put it on
can
the
she-
screen?
Can she put it up on the screen?
That'd be great.
Yeah.
Can someone help me from?
Somebody from broadcast up in
Yeah.
there? We'll probably go to one that you all discussed.
Sure.
I don't remember which one.
I think about taking their own notes.
Take a break while he's doing that.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let's take a break.
Biggest chunk went to the historic chapel, Campbell Chapel. Or Port Royal Sound Foundation. Those are the two biggest.
Zero for Friends of Hunting Island State Park. 20,000 for Friends of Spanish Moss Trail. 195,000 for Greater Beaufort Port Royal CVB.
How much was the Spanish Moss Trail again?
20,000.
Okay.
195.
Long Cove Club, 16,500. Pat Conroy Literary Center, 12,000. Historic Mitchellville Freedom Park, 20,000. Historic Port Royal Foundation, 4,000. Black Moses Freedom Festival, 12,500. The Film Society, 60,000. Original Gullah Festival of South Carolina, 25,000. Penn Center, 10,000. Penn Center, 10,000. Gullah Traveling Theater, 32,500. Hilton Head Choral Society, 5,000. Friends of Fort Fremont, 30,000. Libraries for Kids, 10,500. Baja, 50,000. Campbell Chapel Community Development, 125,000.
Can you go back, the Beaufort Oyster Festival,
I'm sorry, which one?
the
Oyster Festival, 50,000,
50? Okay,
up from
Gotcha.
30.
okay.
125 for the
125,
chapel.
yeah. 40,000 for the Sports Council. 20,000 for Building Brighter Futures. The full amount for South Carolina Low Country Tourism, that was 82,900. 0 for Hilton Head Island Land Trust. 0 for Favor Corps. 0 for Basic Enhancements. Port Royal Sound Foundation, 96,000. The YMCA, 5,000. Beaufort Water Search and Rescue, 20. Friedman Arts District, 60,000. Historic Bluffton Foundation, 7,450. The Carmine Foundation, 25,000. The Concourse Festival, 35,000. And Native Island Business and Community Affairs Association, 28,000.
Gulf, 0?
And the Golf, 0.
Okay.
Correct.
Okay.
So the Native Island Business Association's the Gullah Festival, Gullahville celebration.
Yeah.
We need 140, right?
140.
145?
141.
500.
140.
Process would you like to follow, Mr. Chairman?
Everybody can, can weigh in on where they think we might trim back.
Let's start with the water rescue, since he said it's not legal use, and you debated it, and that's going to go to council. They're trusting on you to follow the law and the ordinance. It's a drop in a bucket, but it's still 20 grand.
Let's just list out ideas, and then we'll flip through. Everybody throw in whatever ideas you have. We might consider reducing the church renovation down to 100. That's a very big award. They need it all to match, but they can try to come up with other fundings to get that match.
We're putting down the water rescue, 20,000, we're putting that down, and we're putting down the church,
25,000 for the church, right?
putting that down. Trim, okay.
I recommend we take the contours down to 20, so take 15 out of that.
That's the car?
Concourse, yeah, look at the car thing.
You said it before.
So how much are you taking off?
I'm recommending 15.
15,
I'm
okay,
just keeping a tally what we're taking off.
Super.
okay.
You have a big award to the Port Royal Sound Foundation, and they are applying for other grants. You have 96 grand there.
I think we should reduce that some.
Go to 80.
Let's take 20,000 from that. Yeah, doesn't it?
80,000 you're at. Good job so far.
Did you take the Port Royal Sound down too?
They took 20,000 off.
Okay, so
These big monies.
Maybe maybe the Long Cove Golf event. I mean, that's one of those, it's
Cut that a little bit.
been happening for a bit. We haven't funded it in the past. It's Hilton Head centric.
How much you want to reduce it?
What was it again?
Yeah, the Long Cove Golf Club, there's an intercollegiate tournament on Hilton Head. It's a great event, but it is on Hilton Head.
How much you want to reduce that?
Maybe take that down to 6,500, reduce it by 10.
Saved. Mm-hmm.
Let's cut the library for kids thing in half.
Library kids things. Yeah,
How
they only-
much does that take?
They're getting 10 now, you're getting 5 from that? 5 from that?
First year, they'll be fine.
That's 95,000 so far.
You either go with chalk it up or,
Maybe 10,000 from, or 5,000 from the Oyster, Beaufort Oyster Festival. Maybe about 5,000 from there.
How much are we doing?
Maybe 5.
I guess the only thing I'd say about that is, I mean, that is just right, right exactly what we're trying to accomplish, right? I mean, I'd almost rather
are we
do,
there?
no, I mean the Oyster Festival, just
Yeah.
trying to continue to grow that during off-peak
Yeah,
time. Be great to see if they can continue to build that, right, with the additional investment. But Arts Center of Coastal Carolina, I mean, that's really Hilton Head centric.
And they doubled
that?
it.
And did we, oh, no, I'm sorry, we already cut that award down to 20.
Did we look at Fort Fremont, 30?
You cut the art center?
Did we not? I thought I heard we went from 20. Do we award 40 on Arts Center?
Oh, 20 we awarded, no.
we awarded 20, or
Right.
you recommended 20.
So we're at the
Out of the
same amount as
40.
last year. Yeah, I was looking at the request for 40.
Take 5 out of chalk.
How about the bird, we do touch the bird sanctuary?
Take some out of that.
Yeah. How much? They're 36.2 now. 5.
Right on 105,000?
So the birds for 31.2.
Yeah.
Got 110,000 so far.
I missed 5,000 somewhere then.
You get chalk it up.
Chalk it up 5,000, bird 5,000.
Got 105 right now. We at 105?
I'm at 105. He's got 110.
Okay.
You're getting close.
Did we look at the film festival, or leave that as it is, don't touch that?
How about the USCB Decoration Day, take them down to 30,000 instead of 36.5? You gave them 30,000 last year.
Okay.
It's a Gullah Traveling Theater.
So that's a reduction of of how much? 6.5?
Wait, I gotta go back and look at it. Gullah Traveling.
Here it is. We're at 32.5 now.
What did you do for the libraries for kids? Did you keep that at 10.5?
We're going down 5.
5.
Just 10,000.
So you're at 32.5 for the Gullah Traveling Theater. You want to take something off of that?
Go to 25? It's a big up from last year's 13.5.
So how much you want to take?
Let's leave it at 13.5. How much does that take? 3?
Oh, that takes a lot, no.
We're going 32.5, so I'm
Oh,
thinking
yeah,
we
let's-
go 25.
Yeah.
Maybe just, that's down 72.5, right?
Yeah.
7,500.
Start at the top and see where we're, and just list down what your revised numbers are to make sure I've got
Get
mine.
that, I don't have it.
Art Center, 20,000.
It stayed at 20, yes.
I didn't get that one.
Carolina Bite,
Oh.
31,200.
She's changing it, yeah.
Keeping the amount we're keeping as.
28,000 Hilton Head Symphony Orchestra. 20,000 Spanish Moss Trail. 195 for Greater Beaufort Port Royal. 6,500 Long Cove Club.
6,500?
16,
It's 16,500.
60. But did you
We
reduce that?
were
or
we
reduce
gonna
that
take it
to-
down.
to how much?
What'd you take it down?
To
10?
We're going to reduce it by 10, so,
So that'll be 11.
So it's 6,500, you're
right,
saying?
yes.
6,500, okay.
Okay.
12,000 Pat Conroy. 20,000 Mitchellville. 4,000 Historic Port Royal Foundation. Black Moses Freedom Festival. I missed that one.
12,500.
12,500, okay.
Stayed?
Well, nobody took it away.
The Film Festival, did that stay at 60?
So far, yes.
Okay. The Original Gullah Festival, 25. Penn Center, 10,000. And this other Penn Center, 10,000. Gullah Traveling Theater,
We're 25,
25? 25,000?
yes,
Okay.
as of right now. That's
Okay,
the,
as of right
that's
now,
the
yeah, okay.
proposal.
Coral, Hilton Head Coral, 5,000. Fort Fremont, 30. Libraries for Kids, 10. The Oyster Fest,
Didn't we change
Oh, did
libraries
you?
for kids?
To
To
I'm
what?
sorry.
55.
5,500.
Okay. The Oyster Festival, 50,000. Campbell Ministry, 100,000. 40,000 for the Sports Council. Building Brighter Futures, 20. South Carolina Low Country Commission, 82.9. Port Royal Sound Foundation, 76. Was that correct? What you dropped that?
Yeah, it's 76.
The Y, 5,000. The Chalk Festival, 55,000. Historic Bluffton Foundation, 7,450.
Chalk is 55?
Yes.
And then, okay.
Carmine's Foundation, 25,000. Concourse Festival, 35,000. Native Islands, 28,000. We still have $44,050.
I thought we reduced concourse. Didn't you say that?
Oh, okay.
We took it to 15,000,
15,
didn't we?
okay.
So we gotta go change that
so-
one.
Concourse is 15.
You need $24,050
Wow,
still.
okay, okay.
Should we do 10 from the, from Baja's Festival?
We already did 5 from it, right?
Did we?
Yep.
Didn't take anything.
We did.
We
No, I
didn't
think
take-
we not yet.
Wait,
Oyster Festival we did, didn't we?
I suggested 10,000, but
Yeah.
we didn't take anything away
Right.
from it.
we did, it still is at 50.
Take 10.
You take it to 40?
Well, Fort Fremont? They had 30.
So
Five.
Baja went to 40? And now you're saying what, for Fremont?
I was like, maybe 5 away from there, make it 25?
And I gotta find them, hold on.
Yeah, we gotta find him here.
It's at 25?
Yep.
Yes.
Right, $9,050 left.
It's like bargain hunting.
Take 10,000. But the Fremont Arts District, or that has to stay as it is?
Chalk it up. We've already cut that
Oh, you
out.
cut that already?
Yeah, we took 5 away from them.
look at someone else. Even International Film Festival, you can get 10 from them, make that, say 50 instead of 60? Or you want to leave it at 60?
We already cut the film festival, didn't we?
You did?
Nope.
No?
No, we
That's
didn't.
still at 60.
I'd say what was it last year?
60, I thought.
Anyone left, actually?
60,000 the last 2 years.
Yeah.
You want to cut that one?
I would say to take 10 away from there and find 10 someplace else, or 15. Because there's no, we exhausted.
10?
Yeah, 10, take 10 from that.
No, how are you doing?
And then we were fine
there.
if we take, yeah.
That does it?
Yep.
That
Okay,
does it.
great.
You'll send us that list?
I sure will, yes. Yes, you're down to $999,050.
Okay.
Well, that means we got $950 to spend.
Finally soon. And bring the tail end fees.
Say we did.
Okay. And did I get everyone's recusal form?
Yes.
Okay,
I'll give you mine.
okay.
Mike wants new cabinets. I'm supposed to meet those people at 1:45. They're not going to be happy with the mood I'm in.
Why are you not in a good mood?